They say that the first year of entrepreneurship is the hardest. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. I know that my first year of entrepreneurship as a social media entrepreneur was a ride. And I'm so grateful for all the opportunities, for all the connections, and for the challenges as well. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing the top 5 mistakes I did on my first year of entrepreneurship, and hope that if this is your first year or your first years as an entrepreneur, as a content creator, trying to build a brand and a business on Instagram, you don't do the same. Because you know what they say, it is better to learn from the mistakes of others than to wait until you make them yourself. So let's get started. The first mistake I did in my first year of entrepreneurship on Instagram was creating too much content for Instagram. What do I mean by this? Well, I was so excited to create content that was performing so well, that was making my account grow, that was attracting a lot of people and resonating with a lot of people, that I kind of got hooked to it or addicted to it. So I wanted to create more and more and more. Content creation takes time. It's not only just creating and posting. You have to come up with the ideas, you have to write the captions, write the scripts in case you're doing a reel, record it, or create the carousel, create the graphic, post it, engage. That takes a lot of time, and it would take me between 2 to 3 hours every day because I was obsessed with it. And while this really helped me grow my personal brand on Instagram, it stopped me from growing my business by creating other forms of content, other types of content that are more profitable, like new lead magnets to convert all these new followers into email subscribers, creating new offers, working on my sales pages, or pitching to new brands for new brand partnerships. You get my idea, right? So this year what I'm doing is I'm cutting down in half the number of posts I'm doing on Instagram, and I'm using that time to creating profitable content and to continue growing my business. Mistake number 2 was not dedicating enough time to education, more specifically to learning about copywriting. During my first year of entrepreneurship, as I just mentioned, I was so excited about building this brand and seeing how it was growing so fast that I totally neglected to invest more in myself and my knowledge. Social media is constantly evolving, and it's extremely important. It doesn't matter if you're just getting started or if you've been in the industry for 5 to 10 years. It's a never-ending learning process, and you should always dedicate time to learning new things, new skills. Who knows, maybe Instagram will stop existing in 1 or 2 years, so you need to know other forms of digital marketing if you're running an online business. And that's where I missed out. I was so focused on just growing my Instagram, building my community, creating more content, that I did not have time to learn new skills that would complement this. And I mentioned copywriting specifically because it doesn't matter what type of creator, entrepreneur, or business owner you are. The thing is that if you're running an online business, you have to learn about copywriting. And copywriting, it's not just writing a couple of captions on Instagram and adding some call to actions. You need to understand the science behind copywriting, specifically when it comes to selling, because there's also sales copywriting, and I totally failed on that. When you know about copywriting, when you understand, first of all, who you're writing to, who you're talking to, and you start using their language, you know what motivates them, you know what frightens them, you know what moves them. Start utilizing this language and these words in your content, specifically in your headlines or your sales pages, your subjects for your emails, to make sure that you're converting more of these people into customers. Because at the end of the day, we need more customers. We're building an online business. If we don't have customers, we don't have sales. If we don't have sales, we're wasting our time. So this year, what I'm doing is that every single day, I'm dedicating between 45 minutes to 1 hour to read books, blogs, or listen to more podcasts, just making sure that I'm always learning something new. And this is great because it does motivate you, makes you feel like you're growing as a professional and as a human being. Mistake number 3 was creating the wrong type of content, which attracted the wrong type of audience. I have mentioned this multiple times. Between 2021 and 2022, I was creating a lot of trend alert reels. Why? Because these were the reels that were performing the best for me. Those were the reels that were going viral. And I was basing the success of my content on this virality. So I created more and more and more. And while this was great and it did help me grow my account really fast, it was making it grow with the wrong type of people. I was attracting all sorts of creators, all sorts of entrepreneurs, but the majority majority of them were here for the trends. They wanted to learn how to go viral because that was their main goal. They wanted to grow the Instagram fast. They wanted the quick wins. They wanted the hacks, but they were not really into maybe building a business on Instagram or creating a brand. And that's what my mission is about. I want to help you create a brand, build a business, make more money so that you can achieve whatever success looks like to you, whether that's freedom to travel the world or to spend more time with your family or to buy your dream house. That's what I want to help you with. Not just grow a following, some vanity numbers for the sake of it. That's the type of people that I was attracting. So when I launched my first big course about monetizing on Instagram, this did not resonate with them at all because it wasn't promising quick results or quick wins. And that's what they wanted from these trends, right? They were not interested and they did not buy. And I was expecting this huge following that I had, I was expecting to make a lot of sales and it did not happen. And it was very, very defeating and I felt deflated. And for a moment, I just thought about quitting because I had spent all this time building this audience, creating this amazing content for them, creating this great course where I put so much effort into it and no one seemed to be interested. So this was a huge mistake that cost me not only effort, energy, mental health, but also money. And now what I'm doing this year is I've completely transformed my messaging. I am speaking to the people that I want to attract. And while I am losing a lot of followers day by day, most of these people that are not getting these quick wins or hacks or the quick results that they want from me, because that's not my goal, I am definitely attracting quality people that want to learn how to build a brand and monetize their Instagram presence. Mistake number 4 was not investing in my business sooner. So when sales were high and there was a lot of income coming, I should have immediately invested either in a business coach, a mentor, or maybe another course that will help me continue this momentum and keep growing. Even though I did hire a virtual assistant or social media manager, which helped me a lot to take things off my plate, I needed more business guidance because honestly, I had no clue what I was doing. I had never built a business in my life. So I needed to hire or work with someone who had already done what I was looking or what I wanted to do. Unfortunately, I did not do this until the very end of the year when my business was starting to struggle a little bit. So what I'm gonna do this year is I am definitely gonna invest more and I'm gonna find a business coach or a business mentor that will help me achieve my goals in a more sustainable way. I'm not saying faster because I don't want fast results. I just want it to be sustainable and doable and not stressful at all. Mistake number 5 was not tracking my business metrics and not having KPIs, key performance indicators. Again, I spent too much time tracking my content performance on Instagram, which is definitely not a bad thing and it's something that you should 100% do, but I totally neglected my business insights. I failed to set clear goals or benchmarks to measure the success of my business. And without this, I wasn't able to identify what was working, what wasn't working, and this made it difficult for me to make informed decisions and adjust my strategy accordingly. As a result of this, I wasted a lot of time, resources, and money on ineffective tactics and missed out on a lot of opportunities for business growth. And this took a huge toll on my business at the beginning of 2023 when I realized my business wasn't profitable anymore. And I was actually losing money instead of generating money. And unfortunately, I had to take a step back in my business and I had to get rid of the people that were helping me, like my virtual assistant, like my YouTube video agency. I love you guys. I'm sorry about this. And my online business manager. I had to take a step back and go back to solopreneur phase for not being on top of my business metrics, my insights, and my finances. And yes, now I'm back at the very first stage of entrepreneurship, which is solopreneurship. Am I scared? Yes, I'm a little scared, but I'm also motivated because I learned from my mistakes. And from now on, I'm gonna make things better. And I've definitely grown so much as a person and also as an entrepreneur. And I'm really excited to see where the year takes me. I might not reach this year's goals, but I'm definitely on the right track to becoming a better entrepreneur and to continue growing my business. So if you can learn something from this, is to always prioritize growing your business over growing your audience. Create content that always aligns with your business goals. Invest in your business as soon as you can. Learn how to write compelling copy and track your business metrics regularly. And I really hope that this video helps you avoid all the mistakes that I did in my first year of entrepreneurship. And I wish you the best of luck in your journey.